Today's a monumental day for me. It's my last day doing Rendezvous with Alysia at this studio. So I'm a little sentimental. I started getting a little mushy last night. Those of you that know me, I'm a big sap. But we're on to bigger and better things. Madhouse TV is moving to Deer Park to a studio that's probably 5 times the size of this. And my new room is going to have a fireplace and leather couches and a wine bar. And it's going to be pretty posh. So I'm excited, but I'm also a little sentimental to say goodbye because this is where I started my Rendezvous show right here in this chair. So it's my last day in this chair. But today's going to be a great show. We have Evan Ginsberg, the associate producer of the movie The Wrestler, with Mickey Rourke. Sorry. Yeah. And we also have you also the producer of Alive Again with Teresa Sareo.
That's right, Teresa Sareo Alive Again.
Teresa Sareo Alive. I'm sorry, Teresa. I always
That's
get
okay.
that name wrong. We also have Cooley High and Top in the Bush who are going to be performing live. So you're not going to want to miss this show today, especially because it's my last one in this chair. But anyway, Evan, I'm going to break it open with you. How are you?
I'm great. Just got back from England where we did 3 screenings of Teresa Sareo Alive Again at Edge Hill University and Manchester College. And it's a beautiful feeling to... I wasn't quite sure how it would go over. It's about wounded warriors, American troops, and, I didn't know how they would react to that overseas, but we got such a great response, very warm, and the movie inspires people. Teresa was hit by an SUV. She was standing at 34th and Park in Manhattan, and she lost her leg at the hip. She was in a coma for a week. We didn't know if she was going to make it. She got out of the coma, and then she had 6 months of rehab with a prosthetic, which bends at the knee, and she really had to learn to walk again. And at that point, she's a professional singer, and she's like, well, what do I do with my life now? And she decided, I'm going to sing for wounded warriors and trauma victims around the world, and that's what we're doing. We're taking the film, and not only do we screen it, but we do a Q&A with Teresa and myself and the director, and we also have her sing, and we do a meet and greet. So it's really a full event, like a concert.
We have that film here. Would you like to air it a little bit?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Tom, do we have that film, Teresa Alive Again? Can we play that, please?
You can try.
We grew up on the western shores.
It's unusual for somebody that has such a great voice, but then it's also such a great songwriter.
She's got such charisma, such stage presence.
Teresa's amazing. She's always been great. Her songs are great. Her voice is amazing. None of that's changed.
The life of singer-songwriter Teresa Sareo changed when a horrible accident nearly silenced her voice.
Despite the serious injuries she suffered, Sareo has picked up the pieces of her shattered life and is once again giving the gift of music to her fans. Alive again, wishing, again, amazing. Get over yourself.
After months of rehabilitation, she has become a popular disabilities advocate and supporter of wounded warriors.
I'm just trying to come off the bench and do a little bit like you are.
She worked and still works in the Initiative for Women with Disabilities program, which is all about I'm a person, I'm whole, I'm more than my disability.
I don't want people to always focus on the leg. I want them to focus on the song, not be like thinking about, oh, she's an amputee.
This is a quality singer with a local following.
She should have already had hits with some of these songs.
It's always been my dream to do a full-out concert of all of my music.
The theme of her concert is bigger than what happened to her.
It is about having a dream and reaching for it no matter what obstacles are put in your path.
From the trauma of the accident on Park and 34th to the epic voyage she has made since then, Teresa Sareo's Alive Again.
Wasn't that a beautiful clip? Now, Evan, where can we purchase that movie?
AliveAgainMovie.com.
Okay.
And a lot of information on there about not only Teresa, but some of the wounded warriors and some of the things that she's involved in. And we're very proud of it. And what you learn from this movie is that if you could wake up in the morning, you could walk, you could talk, you could see, you could hear, you could think clearly, you're doing better than a lot of people, and you really should appreciate your life, because not everybody has it as good as we do.
Yeah, and you know what I like that she says in that movie, never give up. I feel that's one of my, yesterday all over Facebook, I was all about never give up, and I became a writer, I published writer a couple years ago, but I started my dream 30 years ago, and then to actually attain it, it took 10 years. And then for the past couple years, I've kind of been living my dream, but there's been obstacles, and 10 years to reach a goal is a really long time, but I never gave up, and I look at Teresa, like she's such an inspiration for me, for women, for anybody.
Yeah.
How does she do it? How does she just keep going?
A lot of people would have crawled into a hole and just
Exactly.
died. You're standing on a street corner waiting for a light to change, like we all do every day of the week.
Right.
And you're the unlucky one that gets hit by that car.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you rationalize this? You either, get past it, or, you give up. And she was strong enough to get past it and go out there and put out this positive, inspirational message, which people need. I'll tell you, we do. She does motivational speaking, but we do a ton of screenings, and each and every time somebody will walk up to us, I was down because money's tight. I'm down because I broke up with my boyfriend or girlfriend. I have marital problems. And they go, well, but I have 2 legs.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, so people realize that people could always have it better. They could always have it worse.
Yes.
That's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Last night, sometimes like when I log on Facebook, I feel like everyone's like, oh, okay, she's on Facebook. She must be home. We're going to call her. I was telling Chris last night, my phone just rang and rang. There was just so many phone calls coming in. And I had 3 girlfriends, that always call me when they have their boyfriend problems or when they have this or their money problems. But at the end of the day, all of that's, it's petty. In the big scheme of things, when you look at Teresa, life is just so grand and so worth living. I just wish everybody could have her attitude. I think the world would actually be a better place.
Absolutely. And anybody with boyfriend or girlfriend problems, if they don't treat you right, there's always somebody else that will treat you better.
That's right.
So, don't put up with too much. Look, everybody has their flaws, everybody has their quirks. But if you're being abused in any sense of the word, run.
Exactly.
Run.
That's what I say
come
also.
On. I've had friends for years crying to me about boyfriends and platonic girlfriends, crying to me, and I'm like, the guy's cheating on you. Leave.
I know.
Leave.
Why stay? Right?
It's like,
exactly. Yeah, I feel the same way. Now let's talk. You have Legends Radio on the net, right? So you kind of do something like this, but you do it on the radio. How did you get started in that?
Well, I was with WBAI FM 99.5, 50,000 watts, New York for 16 years. And I just got hooked on radio. Some of the best nights of my life were with my mentor, the late, great Fred Geobold. And we would be up 3 a.m. At the studio. We'd have wrestlers, we'd have writers, we'd have comedians, we'd have actors, musicians, singers. It was like a Fellini movie. It was just awesome. And when that ran its course, I'm like, well, what do I do now? And I decided, let's try this quote-unquote new technology, net radio. And it's a beautiful thing. Basically, radio is a blank slate. It's a blank canvas. You have whatever. My show's 2 hours and 20 minutes, Wednesdays 7 to 9:20. And, you have this 2 hours and 20 minutes. You could do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. And what we do are phone interviews, and we play music from not only legends, it's legendsradio.net, but also indie artists. We also support indie artists. And today, right here on your show, we're going to meet 2 of the greatest indie artists out there, Top from the Bush and Cooley High. And they're amazing, and they're going to perform live later.
I'm really excited. 2 handsome men sitting right here. Now, how did the 3 of you meet?
Well, I met Evan through another young man named So Soon. It's another artist.
Mm-hmm.
So Soon means sounds of something out of nothing. And, he's a great young dude, a really positive energy. And he had reached out to me
when Evan was booking performances and shows at a venue called Gizzy's in the downtown Village area of New York City. And ever since I met Evan, that point, I think it was, what, 2 years ago, maybe?
About 2 years, yeah.
We've hit it off and been pals ever since. I actually call Evan my mentor. So.
Thank you, thank you.
So that's how we met. And
yeah, I met Evan through Cooley.
Yeah.
So it's.
Oh, so you and Cooley were friends.
Oh yeah.
Before you met. Now, you during the mic check before, you guys were doing a song together, which you're going to be performing live for everybody. I thought the radio was on. I did not know that there was no music. It was your mouths and whatever you. How do you guys? How long have you been making beats and rapping and doing your thing?
We've been rapping for a long time.
Quite some time, and we met sometime in the late '90s.
I would say 98 or 99.
Wow. Sometime in the late '90s, yeah. Yeah. It's kind of cloudy, but it's just we hit it off. Cooley was doing something called the Red October Showcase, and I came out and I performed. I bought his material, and I've been a big fan of his material for years.
Yeah, and likewise, he came into the venue. And he, was putting little things. Ty's big on promotions, so he had made up these little, how you have the reserved only cards. Sure. He had some made up with his name on it, and he put them on the different tables and whatnot. And I said, "Who are you? What are you doing here doing this stuff?" And he started with his spiel. "Hey, yo, I'm Ty from the Bush, da da da," and he started to go into this freestyle. And ever since then, I was like, "Yo, this is my dude right here," and we've been pals ever since.
Oh wow, that's a great story. Yeah. Now you guys you perform. Now Evan just came back from England, and you just came back from Europe yourself, right?
I toured in Europe just now. Yeah, I did about 4 weeks in Europe, Czech Republic, Germany, France. Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Chris and I started our radio show. It's called the Rendezvous Radio Show with Chris and Alysia, and we have such a large following in the UK. We have Puerto Rico, the UK, and France. And on our we have a Facebook, Chris Alysia, and we're getting so many emails, and people are tagging us with their videos from all over the country. Now, was it radio that got your music over to the UK, or was it from album sales, or was it somebody that you knew?
There's a couple of ways that I got my stuff in Europe. When I did my first single, I released my very first single in 2001. It was called Blown Out in Middle Finger. I had shipped some out to Europe, and it was on the charts, #1 in the charts in Croatia for like 6 weeks.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And I connected with some people out there, and they spread the word over there. My most recent connection with Europe is through some cats from the Czech Republic, some beatboxers that I had met in 2008, and they were staying with a friend of mine named Rabbi Darkside. And some stuff happened, and they have this thing called the Hip Hop Subway Series, where MCs and beatboxers go down in the train, and we just make music in the train, all from your mouth. And I met some of these cats from Czech Republic down there. Like, hey, if you guys ever need to crash at my place the next time you come back, you can come crash at my place. And they called me the next day, and they were like, "Can we crash at your place now? Because we're kind of having a problem." And they stayed at my house for 3 weeks. They recorded a whole album in my studio, and it was pretty crazy. They brought just about every soul from the underground in New York City to my house to record this album, and they flew me back over to Europe for the release of that album, and performed out there. My fan base just went crazy out there, and since 2008, I've been to Europe maybe eight or nine times. This is my 9th time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, is there a different audience? Is it different performing overseas than it is performing in the clubs and places in America?
Perform? What do you mean?
Are you taking differently? Like, are you? Do people look at you differently? Are the clubs different?
The clubs are the same, other than in certain countries you can smoke still. Like here, you can't really smoke in the club. Yeah. So there's an ambiance when there's smoke in the club that's definitely different than when there's no smoke. And other than that, the people are still people, feel energy. I think the people in Europe, honestly, are more apt to listen to what you're saying because they want to understand what's going on. They want to hear where you're coming from. They want to hear your perspective. Whereas hip hop music, or music in particular, in a whole scope has been commercialized here in the United States. So people are looking for famous people here. You know, over there they're just looking for the art.
Right. Okay. Well, we're going to finish this conversation. We have to cut to a commercial break. When we come back, Ta's going to be performing live, so you're going to get to hear him, and you are going to be blown away. So please don't go anywhere. Stay seated.
Vicky, I need long commercial.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hours. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hog's hair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
One resident describes her horrifying experience when she first realized the complex was on fire.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I woke up to go give me a cold pop. Then I thought somebody was barbecuing. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Then I ran out, I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 it's a fire. Oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. When you're...
Ray, I don't know. Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it.
faster. You're just a mouse click away from a better way to rent movies. Blockbuster Total Access. Movies through the mail plus movies through the store. One low price.
Here's the problem. We forgot to plug it in.
Oh! Don't even think about it! Get a free trial at your Blockbuster store or Blockbuster.com.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face.
Goodbye.
Oh no! Power!
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power!
We are back to Rendezvous with Alysia. I'm standing up here with Ta from the Bush. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So let's talk about your name. How did you get your name?
My name came from a variety of places. I guess I have to step up to the microphone. My name came from a variety of places. From teenage nickname progressed into Ta from the Bush. I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn, so that's where From the Bush comes from. Ta is a long story. You want to get into the long story?
No, that's okay. I'd rather hear you perform.
All right.
Now, where can everybody find you? What's your website? Where are you
My
on?
website is taonline.com. That's TAHonline.com. Simple, real simple. See me online, man.
What are you going to be performing now?
I'm going to be performing a song called Laceration off of my album Luminous Dark Alleys, The Insomniac Works.
Okay. Well, enjoy.
Sleep well. Not only did I wake up on the wrong side of the bed, I rolled the wrong way, fell off and smashed my head on the edge of the nightstand. Bladed to my right hand, look in the mirror, now I'm lighter than the white man. But I'ma be a right man, keep it tight, man. Put it under an aid band, out of sight, man. Papa see them in the fan, 650 milligrams, 60 minutes band, pain going like Shazam. Now I'm wondering, will I have fun again? In these dark times, will I ever see the sun again? Feeling dumb again, in the mental slum again. Questioning if 2 and 2 is a foursome again. Come again, meaning return over. Re-educate myself, meaning relearn over. Always see Satan, never witness Jehovah. What difference does it make where I go when life is over? Not an ounce, not a milligram of grain, cause the spiritual and physical ain't the same plane. The laceration shows me the heed. The body feels pain, but the soul don't bleed. If you cut us, do we not bleed? If you take from us, do we not need? If you cut the air off, do we not breathe? If you prove facts, do we not believe? If you don't cut us, do we not bleed? If you give to us, do we not need? If you let the air flow, do we not breathe? If you lie to us, do we not believe? Not only do I feel that I come from outer space, but I perceive that this planet just ain't the right place. The moon of a nameless sun with a nameless moon, whose beings won't be satisfied until they meet their doom. At the time I wish they're sorry for the act that they committed. They were well that they're guilty, but don't want to be acquitted by a being in the sky. They don't even know it's religion, but they're taught to love and fear through a system called religion. Higher being if you did. Could you help me please? Don't know how long I can last with the people like these. They lacerate the flesh of the planet's surface and put each other down like their life is worthless. I can't believe my eyes, they call it civilized, but society is based on civil lies. We need to swivel lies and turn them into the truth. Lacerate the house of hate till we can raise the roof. If you cut us, do we not bleed? If you take from us, do we not need? If you cut the air off, do we not breathe? If you prove facts, do we not believe? If you don't cut us, do we not need? If you give to us, do we not need? If you let the air flow, do we not breathe? If you lie to us, do we not believe? Not only was I born with a bizarre mind frame, but I figured out early the similar ain't the same. It all depends on how your life unfold. My mother told me when she made me that she broke the mold. With the face cold and free on a glow like neon. The universe's eyes and the soul of a peon is what she told me, so I can steady be on. My P's and Q's are used more than my eyes to get my C on. Cut my flesh if it's blood you seek. Lacerate my brain, but my mind won't leak. The highest mountaintop can never reach my peak, cause every oddball bounces in its own unique fashion, type, style, classification. Street dialect of pontification. Multiply the radiation of your station emanation. Enough to burn a nation down like conflagration. Lacerate it deep and make it twice as wide. Pull the skin way back so you can see the inside. Contemplate the workings of the inner being. Your eyes are wide open, but all you really seeing. If you cut us, do we not bleed? If you take from us, do we not need? If you cut the air off, do we not breathe? If you prove facts, do we not believe? If you don't cut us, do we not bleed? If you give to us, do we not need? If you let the air flow, do we not breathe? If you lie to us, do we not believe? One more time, if you cut us, do we not bleed? If you take from us, do we not need? If you cut the air off, do we not breathe? If you prove facts, do we not believe? If you don't cut us, do we not bleed? If you give to us, do we not need? If you let the air flow, do we not breathe? If you lie to us, do we not believe? Believe, 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 believe. Madhouse TV, Top in the Bush, toponline.com. New York City, what?
That was awesome. Now, what was the inspiration behind that song?
The inspiration behind that song was, I was going through one of my sleepless episodes. I think I was up for maybe about 36 hours, and I decided to clean out my entire basement. And I was dragging this huge bag of garbage, and I had all this. My father had died maybe 3 or 4 years before that, and I was dragging this bag in the basement full of garbage to pull upstairs, and I had this huge old furnace, and the corner of it was about this high, and I'm dragging the bag, and I cut my head open. Right, so I went to the hospital. I got sewn up, and you know, people at the hospital that I worked at were laughing at me. Said it was domestic violence. That was cool. So about a week later, I went to get the stitches taken out, and I came home, and I had put a Band-Aid the week before, the day that I had cut it, and the wrapper for the Band-Aid dropped behind the scale, and I had been looking at it for that week. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm just going to leave it there. So the day I got the stitches taken out, I was like, all right, I'm going to pick this up. And I bent down to pick it up, and I stood up, and I cut my head on the top on the mirror. Pow! So I got another laceration, ended up back at the hospital about an hour later from where I just got back there. And I got home, and I was sleepless again for another 24, 36 hours. And I decided to write this song. And I was like, if you cut me, do I not bleed? And then it was the whole double entendre thing, and my mind was just racing, so I wrote a song called Laceration.
It was great. Now, you have a sleep disorder, right?
Would
you call it a sleep disorder?
I have a thinking disorder. I think too damn much, and that stops me from sleeping.
Right, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was awesome. So how many albums, how many songs do you have out? Or?
I have... How many songs? I can't tell you. With all the collaborations that I've done, just maybe hundreds of songs out. I have an EP called the Untitled EP that's out. I have Sunshine of Pure Shade that came out in 2005. And I have Luminous Dark Alleys, The Insomniac Works, which is a full album with like, I think 14 tracks. And it comes with a full book that elaborates on each title. So there's a track per chapter in the whole book, and yeah, it's available at taonline.com.
Yeah, he actually gave me a gift, Chris and I a gift, so I have it. I'll hold it up for you later. But we are going to cut to a quick commercial because we want Cooley to come up and we want Cooley to perform for you.
Cooley
so don't go anywhere. Stay put. Thanks.
Madhouse.
Ray, I don't know. Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it.
Faster.
You're just a mouse click away from a better way to rent movies. Blockbuster Total Access. Movies through the mail plus movies through the store. One low price. Here's the problem. We forgot to plug it in.
Oh, don't even think about it.
Get a free trial at your Blockbuster store or Blockbuster.com.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Welcome back to Rendezvous with Alysia, only on Madhouse TV. Cooley was just saying he was very proud to be here, knowing that it's my last Saturday in this studio, and this is the studio where it all began. Madhouse TV is on to bigger and better things. My next show will be April 6th in the new studio, and I'm really, really excited. But Cooley, how did you get your name? Cool. I had to ask Tom, now I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, my name is a little interesting. It was bestowed upon me when I was in college. Before I got to college, my style was the black frames and the Kangol and stuff, and it was reminiscent of a character from the movie Cooley High, if you are familiar with that.
Yes.
It was a film based in Chicago. It's like a coming-of-age film, like The Breakfast Club before The Breakfast Club came out. And when I was in school, I went to Tuskegee University. A lot of my classmates and people called me Preach the Poet, one of the characters from the movie, and then they started calling me Cooley High. So I was like, all right, whatever. I never saw the movie. So a friend of mine from Chicago brought the film on VHS when VHS was popular.
Oh, I remember that.
And we sat and watched it, and I had to actually watch it again without him because he knew every single line. I couldn't get him to shut up. He kept saying every single line of the film. So as I saw the film, I finally got it. All right, I see why y'all calling me Cooley High. Fast forward a few years later, and I meet the guy who wrote the film. His name is Eric Monti, and the film was kind of based on his own life story in Chicago. And it was at a screening that he did in an anthology theater in downtown on 2nd Avenue in New York City. And he heard people calling me that. He was like, well, brother, why they call you Cooley High? And I gave him the whole story, And on top of the fact that when I left school and I came back to New York, because I went to school in the South, and I came back to New York, my homies in Flatbush was calling me Cooley High just out of the blue. So it was one of those things like, this is not coincidence because none of y'all knew each other to be calling me the same name. So when he heard that, he was like, well, brother, shoot, I give you the cosign to keep using it. Matter of fact, where's the camera? Let's take some pictures. And I have pictures with myself and the brother who wrote the film Cooley High.
How great is that?
Yeah,
oh, so your name, you're very proud to have your name.
Yeah, actually, I mean, it wasn't a name that I picked. It was given to me, and I think that's what makes it a little more special.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, when did you find your voice?
I don't know. I've always had this kind of like, I guess, baritone or deep voice, so to speak. And in high school, they used to call me the Vaughn Harper of my high school. It's a radio personality from back in the day. And, you know, I guess I realized from then that I had this particular voice to do something with it. So, you know, it started off with poetry and then rhyming and then, you know, a little vocalizing, and here we have it.
Nice. And what are you going to be performing today?
I'm going to perform something about how you're feeling.
How you feeling? Okay, so stay tuned. Here we come. He's performing.
Yeah. Hey, if y'all in the room right now, I need y'all to chime in. As a matter of fact, you can join me up here. Come on, Chris. Lisa, when you get ready, come on over here with me. Evan, come on and join me. Well, it's okay, because you're going to be feeling good in a second. Check it out. And so begins the flow. It sounds good in monotone and stereo. And I can rock any beat cause I'm smooth. Certified rhymes and I make the grooves. Don't need to call me extraordinaire. I know what I'm capable of, I'm aware. I got that charm and savoir-faire. But y'all looking at me like, yeah. Where the boy saying I'm standing tall. And thanks to YC you learn how to fall. So look to the east when you see the light up the L so we can get higher than kites. Fly without a string, I'm versatile. Chill, please smile, it's worth your while. It'll add years to your whole lifestyle. Cause nothing more important than the time of now. Come on and let it go. Don't do it because I said so. Free your mind and just let it flow. Move your body and lose control like yo. So how you feel now? 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 So now you get the gist of what I'm saying. Tomorrow's not promised, so live your days in. The days out and everything in between. No need to hate, wipe and slate off clean. And come back with a fresh new state of mind. Cause there's a few ladies in here y'all fine. I like to make good music for you. So what the heck you expect me to do? Rap about drugs and killing yourself? Nah man, it's bad for yours and my health. I gotta switch it up every once in a while. Lyrically this in a sense of style. So how you feel now? 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 It's like the funky sensation of getting a standing ovation from the radio station. Cruising down the boulevard with all the lights changing. Green like the money in your pockets that's waiting for the moment when you spread it on libation. Just enjoy yourself cause it's a celebration. I thank God it's Friday with the 9 to 5 nation. Or a glass of lemonade in the desert oasis. Can't you just taste it? Holding the full house when the table is folding. The feeling of a win when the bases are loaded. When you first kiss the fireworks exploded like wow. So how you feel now? 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 Let's take it down a notch. You can catch me by the bar with a full glass of scotch on the rocks when they slide down the fader just a little bit later. Hold on, did you see both hands on the watch and move on the counterclockwise? Glue with the rhythm and then we lock eyes. Claw away the key tune, then you realize that you don't need the excuse to exercise them legs, your arms and hips and your thighs and let your stress wash away with the ties and shake it, shake it, shake it, don't break it. You can go as far as you want or you can take it now. How you feel now? So how you feel now? So how you feel now? And how you feel now? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cooley High. Check me out at CooleyHigh.com. COOLEHIGH.com. This is MadhouseTV.com.
That was awesome. Thank
you.
Now, meanwhile, you guys need to come back and give me dance lessons because I'm like so tight and stiff. I can't dance.
No,
you guys,
you're absolutely fine, Bobby.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Are you performing anywhere coming up that we can go and see you?
Actually, yeah. The next performance is actually going to be part of the Props to Hip Hop movement. They're doing a tribute to 1993, a year in rap. And this is going to be at BB King's. Ty from the Bush and myself are also part of this event. And we're going to be performing songs from other artists that were popular back in 93.
Oh,
so I'm going to be doing a song from Diggable Planets, The Rebirth is Slick Cool Like That. And I'm also going to be doing a verse from Black Moon's We Got the Props. That was like very popular back in 93. So, you know, check it out. BB King's is going to be April 5th, as a matter of fact. April 5th. That's on a Saturday.
That's a Friday. Is that a Friday?
That's a Friday?
I think it's a Friday.
It's a Friday, yes.
Because my first show at the new studio is April 6th.
Absolutely. So it's a Friday night. And if you can make it, come on through. We're going to have some fun.
I'll see if Chris and I can go.
Absolutely.
But we're going to cut to a quick commercial, and then Cooley and Ta are going to perform together.
Ooh.
I'm really looking forward to that. You guys don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Ray, I don't know. Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it.
Faster.
You're just a mouse click away from a better way to rent movies. Blockbuster Total Access. Movies through the mail plus movies through the store. One low price.
Here's the problem. We forgot to plug it in.
Oh! Don't even think about it! Get a free trial at your Blockbuster store or Blockbuster.com.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 of a cup.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
I'm so excited to hear Cooley High and Ta from the Bush perform live. Welcome back to Rendezvous with Alysia, only on Madhouse TV. So enjoy.
Hey, why did the chicken cross the road?
Why did the chicken cross?
I don't know, but I had them for breakfast.
You cats just making me laugh. You don't even know the half. Come with it. You cats just making me laugh. You don't even know the half.
Check it out. Wall-to-wall treetop tour with hysterical antics, semantics, painting them chicks up. Skin deep with the grim reap. What you sold for the love below hoes be on the quick fix up. All that is worthless. Go beneath the surface. Burn it down genitals plus many churches. Do your spring cleaning in the field like Curtis. I don't mess around with them strays, your word is. Born to the hot butter popcorn zone like Canetta zone. Switch hit the pitch to the zone. Ain't no sunshine, that chick's been gone. Crying like you dying in your heart home alone. Vexed and depressed cause all the time you invested in a big-breasted chick almost got you arrested. Now you wanna lash out till you pass out. Just don't get the ass bust cause you left your ass out like ha, 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 ha. You cats just making me laugh. You don't even know the half.
Come with it. Ha, 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 ha. You cats just making me laugh. You don't even know the half. You ain't thrilling me, you're killing me with your eyes grilling me. Your face is a joke like Ben Stiller, Phil Philliby. Watching too many of these damn rap videos. Straight Bernard Jets mess around in the city, yo. You're just a job turkey full of stuffing.
Gobble, gobble.
Hamburger law on Halloween don't count.
Robble, robble.
You're not a thief, drug dealer, murderer, or a pimp. You're a weak, pathetic simp.
And your ego has a crimp.
Talking about busting caps. Come on, these cats can't be serious. These people ain't funny, Cooley. They're
straight up delirious.
Matter of fact, hilarious. Jim and Drew Carriers. A bunch of real stooges. The both
Curly and hilarious.
Laugh silence. You can make my laughter peak. Matter of fact, Holmes, the comedy club is right down the street. So come down with the hard looks. You can never hurt this. Take your clown face ass and go join the circus. Ha, 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 ha.
You cats just making me laugh. You don't even know the half. Come with it.
Well, you want to tell it, or you?
Yeah, we can both tell it.
Okay. It was actually a song that's on my album that I passed to you as well. Released on Futuristically Speaking back in 2010. We actually did our album release parties together at Santos Party House, and we packed it and we booked it, basically sold out.
Right, I can imagine.
It was an amazing show, and that was like the opening song for the show itself.
You guys must have had the crowds going wild.
Yeah, that was
right?
crazy. But the first place we ever performed at was at Sidewalk Cafe.
Yeah, was it Sidewalk or was it in Philly?
No, Sidewalk Cafe.
Okay.
I think it was Sidewalk Cafe. And we did the acapella joint. You
Yeah.
called me up out of nowhere. I went to see him perform.
That's
I went to
right,
his
that's right,
concert.
that's
He was
right.
like, "Oh, my man, Tom from the Bush is in the audience," and we had never performed this song like live together. And we started, with the beatbox back and forth. It was just off the cuff. We did it together.
Yeah, because I didn't even have the performance track for it.
Yeah.
Right.
So we had to just come up with it off the fly.
You just kind of wung it.
It just kind of, it kind of happened. And
Yeah,
we were
well,
like, this is a good thing. Let's take
It's
this on the road.
great. That's a great song. Now, when they were first playing this song, I don't know which camera, my 201 or whatever, I thought that there was music in the background. So I was talking to Chris or Evan, and I thought the radio was on. I didn't realize it was just their mouths and stuff. How long have you been doing that beatbox stuff?
Forever, man.
Yeah, since we were little tykes, probably.
Yeah.
It was something that was common in in our neck of the woods.
Since he was coolly not so high.
Since he was coolly not. Since he was a bush, right?
Top from the shrub.
Yeah,
Top
right.
from the shrub. Yeah.
Now, who inspired you guys growing up? What were your biggest artists that you really looked up to?
As a kid?
Sure, yeah.
Al Green, Isaac Hayes,
John Coltrane, Miles Davis, Cannonball Adderley,
Barry
Rod
White.
Stewart,
Prince,
Led Zeppelin. Yeah, definitely Prince.
Yeah.
Who
there's
didn't
just
love
an array.
Prince?
There's an array of different music. When we were coming up, radio played more of a variety of music. Now, so it's not so much of a variety. They're more genre specific these days. But back when we were growing up, it was so much of a variety on one station that we got, inundated with just different genres of music. So it was just so much out there available for us to appreciate, and it just kind of made us rounded.
Yeah, when I was young, I actually put this on Facebook last night. Biology was a little biology and chemistry were a little challenging to me. Yeah. And outside of doing the numerical equations and stuff, when it came to memorization, I used to take rap songs, and I would switch the lyrics for the facts in biology and chemistry. So I would go into every exam rapping. But I aced every exam. I think music is just such a powerful tool for any area in life. Would you guys agree?
I know a cat named -1 who's actually doing something like that right now. Who's doing a whole project with that for he's in medical school, and he's actually doing a whole project to help his fellow students.
Yeah, because if you think about it, you get a song that you like, you know it, but you memorize it. So why can't you put your schoolwork to music? I mean, everybody would get better grades,
Exactly.
Now, while you guys are standing together, something ironically similar happened to the both of you. I think it has to do with a fire or something, right?
Yeah, we do have this kind of synergy going on.
Yeah,
It's been
man.
like that for years,
in
right?
2009, my house burnt down, and it was pretty. I lost just about everything I owned, and then it was
2010, almost a year later.
Your house burnt down. It was just uncanny.
Now you ran back into your house for your music.
I did too.
And you did also. I mean, these are, like I always say, you never give up. And when you're an artist, I being an artist myself, and when we work really hard on something, it's almost we put our soul into it. I think I may run back into a burning building to grab my laptop or all my writings and stuff, because, what was that like? I mean, did you lose a lot of stuff, both of you? Or?
We lost a lot. I lost a lot. I pretty much had to start over from scratch. And, at the time when it was happening, I'm running back, and I didn't think that, I could lose my life doing this. I'm seeing flames like maybe as close as that camera right there. I'm like, wow, coming in my kitchen window. This is really happening. I grabbed my hard drives, my laptop, wallet, and ran right back out. And I was glad I did that at least because everything was like just done. But it was just something in me to just do that, and a lot of times as somebody with the fire department, you don't think about the perils and dangers. You just think about, what, I need to save these people's lives. I need to get this job done. And, that's pretty much what happened. I'm sure Talk can you know, share that same sentiment.
Yeah, well, you know, I was on the second floor when the fire started, and I tried to run up to the third floor to where my studio was to get my stuff, but the flames and stuff was too crazy up there, so I couldn't go up. So I had to go back down. I just grabbed my laptop and ran out the house in a pair of shorts. That's all I had on. I had my backpack with my laptop in it and my shorts, and that was it. And everything else went up. But the fire, a couple of the fire dudes saw my computer stuff, and they threw some stuff on top of it, so that the water wouldn't get to it. So I actually got a couple of hard drives out of it.
Oh, very nice.
Which was great, yeah.
Now, you know what I like about you guys, too? From all that you've been through, you never gave up. Neither did Teresa. Never gave up. No matter what happened.
Never will.
Just keeps going and going and going. And I think every obstacle, you know, along with Teresa and myself, it just makes us work harder and strive for the best, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we're going to cut to a commercial. We have about 5 minutes left. We're going to finish back in the living room with Evan. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Rendezvous.
Madhouse TV.
Ray, I don't know. Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it. Faster. You're just a mouse click away from a better way to rent movies. Blockbuster Total Access. Movies through the mail plus movies through the store. One low price.
Here's the problem. We forgot to plug it in.
Oh, don't even think about it. Get a free trial at your Blockbuster store or Blockbuster.com.
When your cable's on the fritz, you get frustrated. When you get frustrated, your daughter imitates. When your daughter imitates, she gets thrown out of school. When she gets thrown out of school, she meets undesirables. When she meets undesirables, she ties the knot with undesirables. And when she ties the knot with undesirables, you get a grandson with a dog collar. Don't have a grandson with a dog collar. Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Welcome back to Rendezvous with Alysia, only on Madhouse TV. Once again, this is my last day sitting in this chair. This is the chair where this whole big, great thing all began. So I'll be back April 6th in a new studio. We have a new one in Deer Park. I'm getting a little tongue-tied here. But I'm back with Evan Ginsberg, the author of this book, Apartment 4B, like in Brooklyn. When did you write this book?
I wrote this about 6 years ago about growing up in the tough streets of East Flatbush, Brooklyn in the 60s and 70s. It's about a 50-story short story collection.
Okay, and where can we find it?
EvanGinsberg.com, legendsradio.net, store, you know, wherever.
Okay, great. So get your hands on a copy of this. If you, I'm just so tongue-tied. Evan, I'm going to throw it over to you. I know you had a couple questions for Cooley and Taz, so.
I just wanted to ask you guys about the struggles of being great indie musicians. I know Taz worked with Mo Steff. I know Cooley's worked with Isaac Hayes. You guys have toured all over. Cooley's played Vegas. You've, of course, just come back from Europe. Tell us about the struggles, though, about being serious, socially conscious. You know, you guys aren't doing the typical materialistic rap. You guys have something to say.
Yeah.
What about the struggles of being an indie artist?
Well, basically, it's about not compromising your integrity. And, you know, what happens with a lot of artists, they feel like, you know, if things are not moving or progressing fast enough for them, if not, they're not in the limelight in the mainstream industry, they got to kind of compromise their standpoint or their integrity to start saying something that may be more appealing to the masses, so to speak, or so-called more appealing. And, they don't realize that it kind of waters down your character and your image as an artist. And, a lot of people don't respect that. And on our behalf, I can honestly say that we do have a loyal fan base. And it's a lot of work as far as promoting for yourself, manufacturing and duplicating your own CDs and that sort of thing. And mainly it's because we know how we want it to be done. If we put it in the hands of somebody else, it may not turn out the way we want it to be, and then we wind up spending more money than necessary. And, it turns into a whole big hassle and headache. So we're more of the DIY kind of guys, and we do it all.
And you've expanded to radio. You're doing Cognac Time with Cooley High.
Yes, big up to bonfireradio.com. We actually started up a radio station in the beginning of this year, top of January actually. And it's myself and Tasty Quiche, which is TK in the AM morning show.
I'm gonna be on that show on Monday.
Yeah, and he's gonna be on her morning show this Monday. And Todd was actually on my show a couple of Tuesdays ago. And I broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. And it's a big deal for me. It's something that people told me since high school that I had this voice for radio.
Oh, yeah.
And
definitely.
You have that Vaughn Harper thing going on.
Yeah, this guy. And I mean, with co-hosting with you a few times, just really let me know this is something that actually makes sense for me. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot.
And you produce, and you're doing film editing on a project we're working on together,
doing,
Stages and Alta, full-length documentary on the New York music scene.
Soundtrack and scoring for other films, You
do cuisine as well. Tell us briefly about that.
Yeah, I actually own a small cheesecake company called The Sound of Cheesecake. You can check it out at thesoundofcheesecake.com. And we specialize in exotic cheesecakes. We have a pumpkin cognac cheesecake.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. And we also have a coconut rum cheesecake.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's free delivery within the 5 boroughs of New York. Outside of that is shipping and handling.
Are you a baker also? Do you make the cheesecakes?
Yes, I make them from scratch.
Get out of here. See, you learn something new every day. Oh, I'm going to have to order one. Definitely. You've had his cheesecake?
Oh yeah, I make frequent purchases.
Do you? I think I'm going to have to start purchasing.
It's the reason I work out, man.
It gives them a perfect reason to work out.
And Todd, you just came back from Europe, and we have to wrap things up real quick. Plug your book, plug your CD.
Yeah, Todd from the Bush, ToddOnline.com. This is my book and my CD, Luminous Dark Alleys, The Insomniac Works. 107-page book, 15-track album. There's 14 chapters to go each track on here. There's a remix of one song on here. You can find me at ToddOnline.com. Everything's on there. My Facebook, Twitter, all of that stuff. Follow me, find me. I'll come to your house. I'll perform in your bathroom. I'll perform in your alleyway. I'll perform for your mother, your sister, your grandmother, your daughter, your cousin, everybody.
Really will.
I don't have any problem with that. I'm out of the box. I do not conform to anybody's format, so you'll have the greatest show you've ever seen if I come to your house. And I'll bring him too.
And these are great artists.
Thank you, sir.
That's right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Do you want to plug your CD?
Yeah, my CD as well. Futuristically Speaking, you can purchase this online through iTunes, CD Baby, or even my site, CooleyHigh.com. That's COOLEHIGH.com. You can find a lot of my works on my website, along with Futuristically Speaking. And this is an action-packed album. It's not the drab and corny kind of future, but it's definitely intellectual future. So make sure you check it out and pick it up if you can.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Cooley.
Thanks for having us.
Todd. You're welcome. Thanks. So we're going to say goodbye now, and this is my, oh my God, should I cry, Chris? I'm always crying. My last day in this chair. I'll be back on April 6th in the new studio with a fireplace, with a wine bar, and a big red leather set. It's going to be to die for. So enjoy. Much love to all. Bye.
You know the night